additional cost for asphalt repair of the driveway apron at 4042 Finley Aramo Road. And this is in relation to the sewer installment, the holding tank installment. So,
I'll make a motion to approve the asphalt repair on driveway apron at 4042 Phillyville Rainbow Road.
I'll second that motion.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Eskin?
Yes.
Mr. Trax?
Yes.
Ms. Dare?
yes.
Mr. Breidig?
Yes.
Item 8, approve deny payment of invoice number 1 from J5 Contracting for the Pleasant View Slide Repair Project. We received an email from the engineers that it was recommended for approval. Any,
That's correct. So this is the first invoicing from J5 Contracting as we're doing the slide repair on Pleasant View Road. They're approximately 80% done. They're done with almost all of the slide repair work. On their forecast will be the road repair and the paving, curb, et cetera, going forward. We've had a inspector on there almost full-time through most of the work, so we verified the quantities completed, inspected the work, completed the date. It's all been performed to spec. I will note that the costs are slightly over the original contract. We did have to go deeper in some of the areas of the lower slide, so there was additional excavation and additional rock. We're about 8% over the original contract at this point in time, and forecasted to be on that mark, about 8% over by the time we're done. The invoices you have in your packet, there's two separate invoices. They broke out the storm sewer work separate than the bulk slide repair work, so you see two bills in there totaling. I apologize, my computer decided to do a Windows update just before the meeting, so it's froze. I don't have the numbers in front of me. But
so
you should have
Jamie,
them in
the
your
two numbers
package.
we have is for invoice number 1 is 182,338.60, and then we have amount due invoice number 1B for 36,044.39.
Yes,
Are
those
both
separate.
1 and B recommended for payment this
Yes, they're
evening?
both, and you should have our letter recommending such in your packet.
Okay. So then you have total invoice to date minus retainage, anticipated cost, and total anticipated cost. But you want the two, invoice number 1 and invoice number 1B. So
That's
I'm gonna total those up, or Gary, would you suggest two separate motions for two separate invoices?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll make that easy. I'd like to make a motion to approve, payment for invoice number 1 from J5 Contracting for the Pleasant View Slide Repair Project totaling $182,338.60.
I'll second that motion for $182,338.60.
And I'm going to add this onto the, same motion. This is gonna be difficult because we have to have one, we can't change this agenda. So I think
Are
we.
they both in invoice number 1?
Invoice number 1 and invoice number 1B.
Well, it's all invoice number 1, the
Okay.
same payee, so
Okay.
you still can, it's on the agenda correct.
Okay, so, then we'll do a roll call vote on that?
Trax?
Yes.
Ms. Dare?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Breidig?
Yes.
Mr. Eskin?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment for invoice number 1B from J5 Contracting for the Pleasant View Slide Repair Project in the amount of $36,044.39.
I'll second that motion for $36,044.39.
Mr. Breidig?
Yes.
Mr. Eskin?
Yes.
Mr. Trax?
Yes.
Ms. Dare?
Yes.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
I don't know, oops,
I'd also just like to tag on, the township had budgeted $400,000 for this work. We're gonna be significantly under that budget by the time this project is done, so.
that was a
Just wanna
blessing.
say that.
Thank you for reminding us.
I'd like to make a comment on Pleasant View. I've been out there a lot. In putting in a catch basin, the contractor's digging up trees that had been previously buried. I want to make sure it's done right. This road's gonna have future problems, so the board should know. Because what we uncovered and what we fixed is probably secure. But I was shocked to see the trees underneath the stuff. Just just to give you a little heads up, more's coming probably.
Okay, well, we're correcting it as we go.
Yep.
Okay, so, moving on to item number 9, okay, approve, deny environmental performance standards ordinance. As the board knows, we've spent several years working up to this in regards to stream maintenance and pond maintenance. We've had many public meetings and discussions about it, we had a public hearing. So, this is on the table, approve, deny environmental performance standards ordinance.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Rick Lawson made motion, seconded by
I'll second it.
Dave Eskin.